Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to
Wooden Sword Game Super Mario Galaxy 2!
Yeah, we are 1 star away
Boost Boozer.
from Boost Boozer. Let's take a look over here at our star chart. Flipsville. Oh, there's a star in Flipsville. Haunted Halls, Freezy Flake, Puzzle Plank, Cosmic Cove, Yoshi Star, Spin Dig.
Fluffy.
Right
That's a
side
secret
down.
star though. Right side down.
Do we want to just go to Flipsville, or do we want
Sure, why not? I don't care.
to... Alright. So, yeah, let's talk a bit about our D&D campaign we have going on.
There's Flipsville. Well, my character recently died.
Spoilers, man! Yeah. I mean...
It's a live stream.
It's a live stream, so... Yeah, What's interesting is your character is actually the most fan-hated character.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I
You
don't...
really had terrible parents and...
I only
you know,
had a terrible childhood.
Yeah. That makes you...
Besides the fact that you people may be glad that Idris is dead, but he took on a challenge rating 5 encounter and dealt over 166 points of damage, making him the only character in the party capable of combat. He's now dead.
Yeah. Basically.
So, all future character deaths are now Hallam's fault for not coming with me. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that
There.
works too.
Yeah.
Um,
Pretty much.
Yeah, so hopefully you will meet my new character who will not be hated. I don't know why Idris is hated.
I think it was because...
Chakal was hated too, though.
Yeah, she was. Although I think she was more endearing in people hating her because she did dumb stuff. And that was funny to them. You guys like watching us suffer. Hey, it's why we do it.
Excuse me for playing a character who has intelligence. Don't worry, my next character has like a -2 to intelligence or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm playing it off that he just doesn't remember things very well. That's why he has nicknames for the wild shapes, because he doesn't remember what they're actually called.
Kill it!
What did you do?
Nice!
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know things.
Yeah.
So I wrote this campaign about 1.5 years ago, because I was in a geography class, and generally I don't like saying that, you know, I have a dumb teacher. Usually, no, it's me. I'm the idiot. But no, I had a bad teacher. Actually, this is the same semester you were taking the same class, different professor. Whoops.
Yeah.
That was my hand waving to point at you, and it went through the thing.
They can't see you pointing, and I couldn't see you pointing either because you were in my peripheral. I brigade bailed on me when they got scared. What happened to bravely exploring the unknown? I'm scared too.
Alright. So I started writing it. I had none of the source books. I had no info at all, basically, on the game. I've only played it a couple times.
What are you talking about?
See, I had played in the first campaign that you had... my first campaign that you had taught me, or had run, right?
I think we're supposed to go in this corner.
Yeah.
Right here.
And then after that first campaign, that I had been in, that you did, I was in a small one that Kelton did.
We jump down to this one. Yeah. No.
Okay. small campaign that Kelton did, and that was only for like one session. But I really liked my character from that session.
What? Eval?
No, Seth.
We'll figure out this puzzle eventually.
Oh, because there's multiple layers.
It's like a cake.
I'm trying to think of talking. I don't know how to do either of those things.
That. Well, oh yeah, we can talk about our experiences in D&D. That's what we should do. Here, since I don't do a whole lot in this, I will go first.
Sure, go ahead.
So, my experience in D&D is about, oh geez, like about about 2 years ago, I had a buddy of mine. Oh, there's the star thing that we're supposed to get.
Oh,
it's one of those where we have to collect the little silver stars. Anyway, so about 2 years ago, a buddy of mine. Oh no. I'd always like heard of D&D, but didn't really know a whole lot about it. And so I had a buddy of mine who I knew was into D&D, so I asked him, like, hey, can you teach me how to play? And it's like, sure. So we made my character, and only got to play one session because, like, a few weeks later he moved to LA. But,
oh, I see how I need to do
yeah,
this.
you need to jump onto that. Right
No, it's going to go over. Oh.
Just jump. So I only got to play one session with my character, but that was enough, and I really enjoyed it. So I got the D&D starter set and started my own campaign with Ben and Kelton and Chauncey. And all I had was the starter set, so I didn't, and some PDFs from the
Elemental
D&D.
Evil, I think.
From the D&D homepage. So I had like the
Kill the thing, please.
I can't kill it, I can just stop it from moving. So I just had the some basic stuff, but that's what I started the campaign on.
Yeah.
And very quickly got the basics: Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, Monster Manual, and was able to better flesh out the campaign.
Yeah.
But what was it like? A little after we started. Yeah, so we did that. We started that like it was still like around 2 years ago during the fall semester, like at the very beginning.
Right.
But then the very next semester, I was super busy, and mostly I just wanted to use that as an excuse to stop the campaign because what was it? There was something that I didn't like about it. It was I remember now. It was because it was my very first time DMing. The world I created was like this weird fusion of stuff that I had come up with, and then stuff that was just in the Player's Handbook. And
Like
stuff.
my current campaign.
So it's just like this weird amalgamation that I didn't really feel like it was really mine.
Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet. Okay, yeah.
And then the next summer, I wanted to start a new campaign and try out making everything from scratch, pretty much. So I chose my players based entirely off of availability.
Okay.
So I had Kelton again.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he couldn't actually come for a lot of the beginning portion. Chauncey came back. I had Travis De La Cruz, Philip Anderson, and Samantha Tyler, who you guys might know from the Minecraft Hardcore and also from D&D as Captain Soup. So I started that campaign, and that was an okay campaign. there's still some things there were some problems with that campaign too. I tried experimenting with a
Oh. Whoops.
with an open world styled campaign, a la Skyrim, so that my players could basically go wherever they wanted, do whatever they wanted.
Okay.
But I discovered that players should not have that kind of freedom. Never give your... To any DMs who might watch this, don't give your players freedom. It's bad. Never allow them any sort of freedom. I'm being sarcastic, but give them a linear story that still allows them to kind of do what they want,
What?
but still...
Oh, okay.
Give your players freedom, but not like open world kind of freedom.
Yeah, that's something I'm kind of trying to work on, which is
Because,
why
like-
I trapped you guys on the island.
Yeah, so like in like learn from Skyrim. Skyrim is an open world and nobody does the main campaign because who cares? There's a lot more exciting stuff, which is kind of what happened with the second campaign that I did. So I had to stop that one again because I got busy with school, and also it was a nice excuse to stop. School is a great excuse for stopping any D&D campaign.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's what I always do, because I was always like legitimately
Whoa.
busy, like having like
Because you're actually a student who gives a darn.
hell. It's more like my classes are very hard and long than that I actually care about them a whole lot.
Come on.
Well, he only falls if you're in front of him. So that was my
Get in front of me!
second campaign that I DM'd. I actually have a campaign that I'm DMing right now. Doesn't mean a whole lot because I'm busy with school, but this one, I'm taking everything that I learned from my first 2 forays into dungeon mastering to basically do it right. I enjoy both being a player and being a dungeon master. There's different things.
But
like-
not at the same time, right?
Yeah, not at the same time.
Don't do it at the same time.
I have done it at the same time. Kelton, Travis, and I have a campaign that we call the Evil Campaign, where everybody is a different evil alignment.
Thank you, sir.
And Kelton and I alternate
Whoa.
being the DM.
No, jeez.
I forgot I can stop this. But
It's
only
weird
if I
because-
can see it.
It's weird because it'll stop you from running.
You have to jump high.
Heh.
You have to go.
Oh. There we go.
There we go.
Whoa.
So yeah, so that's how many campaigns have I played? I played in a few campaigns. Some of them
You played in Chauncey's
Space Campaign.
Space Campaign, aka the Shooting Gallery.
That one I couldn't make. I
For a
wasn't-
while, it was at my house.
Yeah, I only managed to make it to one of those sessions.
Whoops.
The Space Campaign was actually originally going to be a alternate rule from the Dungeon Master's Guide, where anybody can be the DM just by spending a plot point.
Hmm.
And that's what it was originally going to be. But Chauncey went so far into world building that nobody felt comfortable in using that.
I actually completely forgot it was going to be anyone but him. Which is speaking of plot points is interesting because plot points for the sessions I was in with him. What? It's you. Well, I'd expect as much from my arch nemesis. Yes, your time is up, Mario. Now it's smooching time. Well, plot didn't really happen much. It was the plot was mostly the frame for which we would have more combat, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! I have to do something?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yes, this is a video game. You have to press buttons and things.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to do now.
Are you remembering?
Yep, and I shouldn't have grabbed that coin. Anyway, yeah.
Well,
So
disappear after a while. Yeah. So yeah. So the space campaign, it was fun if you just want to roll dice. But
no, dang it, son of a goat.
you're
Yeah.
faster.
Well, so in that campaign, my initial character was a bard, and I didn't know how bardic inspiration worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know how bardic inspiration worked for quite a while. Eventually, and also my character was based around Bob Ross, who is a largely peaceful fella. And I was expecting to get more like social interaction that I could work with, right? But social interaction wasn't a thing that happened in our game.
Which is unfortunate because eventually Chauncey had us make secondary characters,
Right.
and my secondary character was built for social interaction.
Yeah. So Hannah got into the game, right? My sister got into the game, and when she got into the game, she took over Bob Moss and turned it into Wanda Sykes. Oh no.
I thought it was Betty Moss.
Yeah. Hey, no, hey, jump, do the thing, ah!
Run away! No.
Dang.
No!
So turned the Bob Ross into Wanda Sykes, basically, right? Ooh, nice. What?
Let's try that again.
I thought I had to jump into it. But she got bored a lot because she doesn't have a lot of combat potential. She was a guild artisan. I don't even know what subclass she was. Bard.
Weren't you College of Lore?
I think I was a college lore bard. Yeah, so she was constantly in combat situations, and she's like, okay. And I think what was more annoying is that Chauncey had two of his own characters. One of which was a cleric, and we were fighting, for the most part, that I was there, undead. So yeah, sure, just give yourself an advantage, why don't you?
And that's why I don't approve of DMPCs.
Yep. Oh, also his other character had like a homebrew magic whip weapon that dealt radiant damage. He used it basically like a lightsaber. So there was a moment where like we had a locked chest, and I'm playing a rogue for the first time, and I have no idea how to play rogue. I didn't even know what sneak attack was. And we came across a locked chest, and Chauncey and Sam started arguing about who's gonna get the stuff inside the chest, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, first of all, give it to Sam because she doesn't know what's in the chest, not being the DM. And second of all, I don't care who gets what's in the chest. I want to pick the lock. I have thieves' tools. I can do something. Oh my gosh, this is great. And they ignored me and used his laser whip to to just cut the lock in half. Come on. Hey, don't jump. Ah!
Run away!
So that was frustrating.
Should not be near.
Dang it. There's a planetoid in the way.
Ah, those darn planetoids. Curse you, Pluto.
Yeah!
Oh no, wait, it's a Plutoid now or something weird
Oh,
like that.
what? Okay.
Scientists are weird.
Yes! Ha! Did it right.
Um,
So I ended up being rather frustrated in that campaign because I had a character who had like complete joke. Do you remember Butts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so his character was a train wreck of a person with an easily exploitable flaw who would always get into trouble because I just wanted something to happen. And nothing ever did. Yeah, and then I claimed, oh yeah, school is keeping me busy, man. I can't make it to the sessions because I wasn't having fun. We would go somewhere and the DM's character would blow up all the zombies, and my master plan is too far along, Mario. You can't stop me. What's my accent? Yeah. I'm a shadow ballerina. So when I was writing
Bard's MacGuffin.
the Bard's MacGuffin, I wanted to have my own not player character, but I wanted to have an NPC who would hold your guys' hand for the very, very beginning of it, so you would get the sense of what the campaign was about, and then ditch ya and die. And that's when I wrote Captain Superfluous. However, eventually the character evolved, and Sam, I asked her if she wanted to be in the campaign. She said that she couldn't make it for all of these sessions. So I asked her if she wanted to just be like a recurring guest, and if she wanted to make her own character or just have one that I created. She said, I'll just take one of yours and I'll already be in the story. So she took over Captain Sue.
Nice.
Which is now her last name. Yeah.
Ah, 41.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, more star boots.
So at the very beginning, I meant to have a session, a moment where each player got to be the hero, because I felt so left out for most of the things. Like I couldn't sneak around much. Yay, 4th Grand! You got the 4th Grand Star. You fought the monster again, right? You look a bit more banged up than last time. He's getting stronger. We need to stop before he gets any more powerful. I'd do it myself, but I'm eating all of your souls and dreams.
Well, Hallen got to be the hero.
Yeah, Hallen got to be a hero. He got to redeem a character. I meant to have a moment where we'd have a more nimble character climb up the rigging and pull on the sails. A strong character would pull up the anchor before it would damage the ship, and an intelligent character would investigate what's damaging the ship. And then we'd have a moment where the most athletic character would jump overboard and see the Kraken. Go overboard and, oh no, above board and freak out, right? No, the solution to everything was throw Grady at it.
Well, yeah. Just so you're kind of... From my perspective, I was thinking like, wait, why do we have to do this? There's trained sailors. None of us are trained in sailoring. Have them do it.
Yeah. That is a very fair point.
That was the whole... That was my thought process anyway.
And that also suited your character because he's not going to lift a finger when there's other characters who can
Yeah, they're expendable. I'm important.
Yeah. Between that and our barbarian not knowing that she's supposed to be the strongest person in the room.
She's not, though. She has very low stats for a barbarian.
Yeah.
But that's how the dice rolls.
Yep. Well, I think we're going to end it here, and we'll pick up this up on the next episode.
We'll pick up this conversation on the next episode.
I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Micah Morrow.
Bye-bye.
It's been surreal. This episode is going to be called Bitter DM Talks.